what I like to do for Facebook groups to maximize the presence in there is I like to go in and for about a week, I won't post nothing. I'll comment. I'll scroll all the way down as far as I can go, and I'll just comment and I'll give my genuine, authentic thoughts with how it relates to whatever offer I have too. So I'm in
Mm,
car dealerships, so I go in their groups. I act like a car dealership. I do still sell and buy cars, so like it works out really well. But I'll literally go in there and I'll answer questions if I know the answer. I'll ask questions of other guys. I'll ask for feedback. So that kind of engagement hasn't got me a lot of leads, but it's gotten me to where people know who I am. Where I shared. Let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. We'll get a little. We'll see if we'll give it one more minute, see if anybody else jumps in. But I'll show you guys this while we're kind of waiting. So yeah, check this out, guys. So all right, so yeah, I just went through here and like found a group that I like. And what's cool about groups now too, guys, is they have these community chats now that are like full chats where people can be like, here's me and my other profile, sharing things in groups and everything like that. People are responding, we're having conversations, and they just, I just act like a dealership. So, I'm gaining trust, everything like that. I'll just comment on things. So like, for example, if I know what data do you wish your DMS would give you? Appointments that showed, add data, missed calls, just throw something down there because when somebody clicks on my profile, I'm like the perfect stranger. They'll click on my profile and they'll see that I can help them get 30 to 50 car sales. I'm posting. Another thing that's really important when you're posting in groups is you first want to focus on making your personal profile dialed in and posting a lot of stuff there because people will go to your personal profile and start checking things out. And so you want to make sure that you've got that dialed in where you're putting things out there. Oh, yeah, I got a bunch
yep.
of people that I didn't even
Bonus
respond
points if
to.
you close the deal live.
Yeah, so this guy actually, Mustafa, this guy came through. He called me, and we're super, super close to closing him. So yeah, I've got a bunch of leads that I got to get back to on that. That's the one thing is mine's going so good right now that I got to get a VA in there to start working it for me. But yeah, I could probably close Mustafa down right now, but I want to make this one focused on you guys.
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
been
dude,
closing
don't
some
rush it. I,
deals.
I was joking. I'm sorry.
I would do it, man. I would definitely do it. 100%. I'd call him right now. One time you guys got on here and I was finishing up like working a deal and everybody was like on and I was just like trying to get it close. Um but yeah, man. So to my point though, go in there, make a bunch of content, like just simple stuff. Like I'm just posting random, screenshots of results, different answers to things and stuff like that. And then what you do is it's kind of like the Gary V jab, jab, right hook strategy. It's like you're commenting, you're engaging, you're part of them. And then I went right here with the right hook. Boom. And that's right here. I went feeling generous. Who wants to see our top 5 ads that add 30 to 50K gross profit per month easily, plus the SMS templates we use to get a solid 85% contact rate? So I tried this before. I beta tested this with only the first part and I got barely any responses. But once I added this plus the SMS templates we use to get a solid 85% contact rate, look at this, guys. This is the results. 95 comments. I got to get my VA in here because I literally haven't even had a chance to get back to all these people. But there's so many people. And I commented at one point and I was like, if you're a marketer, I'm not going to send it to you only for dealerships. So people are posting like, let me see if I can find it. I'm a dealer interested. One guy said, I'm a dealer. I run 3 stores, so then I just go in and I send him the message. Well, first I comment and I ask like, hey, is it okay if is it okay if I send it over to you? And they're like, sure. And so like I sent it over. I got the document. I got the picture. And this guy says, well, just as I expected, bait and switch. Did you check out the 15-page guide I sent you for free, brother? I don't remember even making an offer to work together. Yeah, people are a little bit, but yeah, so that's Facebook groups. Get in there. You got to grind through people. It's not like I like inbound leads a lot. Facebook groups are kind of like hit or miss. You got to get in there. You got to be part of the community. People are going to say you're spamming. You don't want to spam. You want to come across very authentic. But people are still going to say you're spamming no matter what you do. Like I had a guy ask for my guide and then comments on one of my other posts and say, quit pushing crap. And then I check the message and he's like thanking me in the message. I'm like, bro, do you even know I'm the same guy? Like,
How did you beta test that before you put in that last line? What'd you do?
I just tried it in a different group, like a couple months
Oh,
ago. I also tried it with some posts. Post the same thing you're going to post in the group into your natural feed. You can also, another way to beta test messaging is to, if you have a list of leads, send it out to them and see what they're interested in. Alex
okay,
says,
cool.
"Hey Nate, can you show us how to get your personal Facebook hooked up the right way?" Is that what you mean? Your personal Facebook? I really haven't gone too hard on mine. I was just looking at it the other day and I need to make some adjustments to it. It's not super perfect. It's not super dialed. But let's look at it. So mine right here is I'm just posting authentic stuff these days. Like I even post like right here. This is an example of like a client communication that went haywire, like what our service does, like, so I just started out by just sharing content, different things, just making it all relevant to advertising. I don't really post family pictures and stuff like that on here as much. A little bit of stuff here and there, but not much. Make sure it's loaded with testimonials. Make sure over here in your photos you got just like stuff that's going to be relevant to them, and people are going to stumble upon this stuff surprisingly often too. Like lately, since I've been doing more of this, people are saying, "Hey, I saw you in videos. I saw you in groups. I was watching your video XYZ," and then that'll lead to a YouTube channel. So you want to have that cross strategy. I've actually got two Facebook accounts. One of them is strictly for business, kind of like a burner account, and then one of them is a personal account. And I just build both of them up the same way. So this one's more of a personal account. I still like I'll post stuff and I'll get business people on here all the time, like the same kind of thing. So like this is an example of a post that I thought was really good. It didn't get any engagement, but maybe it will someday. But I'm like, if I call your business during normal working hours and nobody picks up, I will strongly consider if I would even take you on as a client. How is that going to go when I'm trying to help you grow your business and send you new customers? 78% of customers will buy with the first company who responds to their inquiry. Missing calls and not answering website forms is money left on the table. I get it. We're all busy and it's hard to find good help. That's why I provide solutions to these problems. And then I go into like how we can save them. Hey, if we just save you 2 to 3 deals per month, how much extra revenue does that put in your pocket? We do, I've tried a lot of different things. Honestly, Facebook is just like hand-to-hand combat. Like I've tried a lot of automated stuff. I've tried to have people post for me, like social media marketers and managers, and I just get the best results when it's authentic to me. So I see these ads that my team made. I'm like, hey, my team crushed it with these ads. I post them, people see them. That's it. So I share cool quotes, like pretty simple stuff, but just it's all relevant towards business. So when people stumble upon funny stuff too, like look at this Zoom call that I had the other week with a boomer, guys. He's like the whole time he's got his face like here, like listening to the phone. So just try to make it funny, try to make it fun. So when they find you, they're like, "Ah, this guy seems really approachable. I know what he does, everything like that." So that's the basics with Facebook. Now I'm going to show you guys some advanced strategies that are going to blow your mind really quickly, and then we're going to move into today's topic. But I do think this is relevant, and I do think this is going to help you guys. So give me 1 minute. Let me get logged into my account, and then I'll show you guys this really cool tool that allows you to scrape leads out of Facebook groups, add them as friends, and message them automatically. So you guys want to see that? Okay, cool, guys. I was worried. I was like, oh, maybe they don't want to grow their business. Okay, so real quick, Alex's question. So you have a separate personal and one you made for biz. I have an issue too with Meta ads restricting me, but is that a problem? If Meta ads restrict your personal profile, it's not any problem for the organic stuff you're going to be doing. It won't stop you at all. So it will stop you from making new ads. That's actually why I made a second profile, because my first one got shut down. So I made a second one and verified it and all that so that I could run ads again. Any other questions while I'm getting logged in here to my Facebook?
So when you do make a new, do they trace you? Like if you put your phone number, same phone number, it doesn't matter?
Actually, when I first got started, I put a different phone number. I put a Go High level phone number
That's what
on.
I thought. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, I'll
yeah,
do that. Thank you.
yeah. That worked pretty well for me. And it was pretty easy. They just sent me a verification code. Yeah, I hate having to log back into Facebook. It always takes forever. Any other questions while we're going, guys? I'm excited. Today I'm gonna show you guys some local lead generation hacks. I'm gonna show you how to get results for clients super fast. Yeah, and if anybody wants to share any wins or anything too, whatever you guys got going on, I'd be more than happy to hear about any wins, any progress, anything that you guys got going on too. or any questions that you guys have kind of while we're waiting for Facebook to do its thing. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I got my password changed. Now it wants me to authenticate, Anybody have any questions we could talk about? Who in here is running paid ads for clients right now? I'm curious. Is anybody in here running paid ads? James, I know you're doing a website. Is that mainly what you do?
I previously have done some Facebook, Instagram ads for a client with a course. I wouldn't say it's mostly what I do. No, a lot of what I do is like social media management and growth, I guess. And then right now I'm working on the website, but the website's almost it's not separate from Agency Box, but I'm doing it myself as opposed to running it through the fulfillment center because the client's like a family member, and I figured it'd be a good experience, and I have some of the skills to make it work for now. So I'm just doing that myself mostly.
Man, until you get like, until you get like some, like really, really dialed in clients, like I think doing stuff for family and friends and learning how to do it yourself is really good. Obviously, you want to learn how to outsource eventually, but how are you going to know how to outsource quality work and what the process is and how hard it actually is unless you've done it before? So I think it empowers you once you can, come from that frame of like, I've already done this type thing.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely am appreciative of like getting the experience and everything.
All right, guys. So now I'm going to show you how this tool works real quick, and then we're going to jam on some lead gen. Okay, so check this out. This tool is called Pepper, and what Pepper does is you can go into a Facebook group. Like I'll just go into a random group right here, and I can click members, and I'll just load my little Pepper girl, and she will find me leads. So I just click this right here. And then I've already got it set up on the back end. I'll show you guys how it works, but I've got it set up on the back end so that it scrapes for keywords. So it just added that guy, manager, found one lead, added him to my list. Now it's going to go through it. I've got it for managers, owners, CEOs, everything like that. So you can do this with any Facebook group, any keywords, any titles, and it's going to find the leads for you. Usually I just like let this run. I go take my dogs for a walk. I go to sleep, whatever. I wake up, I got a bunch of leads. So that's the one side of it is finding leads. And then cool part is when you click run campaign, then it's going to automatically add those people as friends. And then it's going to, in a second here, it's going to open up Facebook and it's going to send out a message. I've got like 5 message scripts and it's just going to weed through all those different ones. So I'm still working on getting it dialed in. I've gotten a couple good leads from it, but just wanted to show you guys this. It's called Pepper, and it's a super sweet. So we were talking about at the beginning of the call, we were talking about Facebook groups and stuff, and so I just wanted to bring this up. This has been something super helpful for us lately, and you'll see here in a second. It's gonna open the messenger. My hands are up. I'm not doing anything. Loading the message. Hey Philip, good to meet you. Looks like you're doing some cool things in the automotive space. Do you have it ready to sell inventory on these go? Might have an opportunity for you. So, and then it goes to the next one. So sometimes some people have like restrictions on their accounts. It doesn't allow you to send, but it still lets me get a bunch of messages out. So, and you can do this with different accounts too and everything like that. So on the back end, it's pretty sweet. You just come in here, you set up your main keywords, who you want to reach out to, what kind of titles you want to add as friends. You put in negative keywords, people you don't care about reaching out to. You can put mutual friends only. You can put add all members in a group. You just add all members in one group. Then you have it do friend requests, and then you set your outbound messaging scripts, and it'll go like kind of randomized. So this tool is super helpful if you're starting it out. It's like $99 a month or something like that. I'm not even an affiliate or anything. Just since we were talking about it, I want to show you guys. So
No, I appreciate that. I'm gonna check that out. Thank you.
yeah, it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. But the thing about those is like there's a lot of them out there, and you gotta like be ready to refresh it and get a different one because Facebook shuts them down all the time. Like Facebook's actively working to block those kind of things. So I mean, again, this is why I love paid advertising, guys. But when you're first starting out or when you've been doing business a while, you need to have alternative client acquisition methods. So that's one that I really like. So yeah, guys, so let's jump into it. Are you guys all with me? You ready to learn how to do some local service-based ads? Does anybody have a client that they want to make an ad for that we can do live? Because I'm happy to do one of my clients, but I'd also be happy to work with one of your guys's. if anybody has any. Okay, cool. So we are going to, all right, guys. So local lead generation ads and the framework to creating them. Super important with your local lead gen advertising that everything is on point. Like every single thing has to be super dialed in. And I'm just going to actually, so I'm going to do a local, anybody here in fitness niche, I'll do a local jiu-jitsu academy. So this Jiu-Jitsu Academy, they're crushing it with us, and I'm just going to create a campaign completely from scratch, new pictures, new everything, and we're just going to run it like that. So this is how you can generate leads for any client. So first, what I would do if I was just starting out is I'd say, hey, I'm a new marketer. I'm just starting out, and I would love the opportunity to run your advertising completely free. You just cover ad spend. We'll spend $15 to $20 a day on ads. I'll generate you the leads. I'll call the leads myself. I'll text the leads myself. I'll email the leads myself. And after 2 to 3 weeks, we can evaluate if it's something that you think is a good service for you. And if so, then I'd be happy to show you kind of how our plans work, and we could structure something that works great for both of us. Would you be willing to let me have that opportunity? Most business owners, especially if you have a personal connection, they'll say, absolutely. You know, we had a guy doing that and he did a bad job, blah, blah, blah. So then you just, you get in their ad account, which they can add you in the back end. Once you're in there, you create your leads campaign. I like to do a manual leads campaign. So you go continue right here. You can name it. But I'm going to skip all the things that don't matter. So yeah, you can name it. You can press every button, you can do all that, but none of that stuff really matters. So I'm just going to go next, the campaign. So the campaign level, that's like what houses the entire campaign. So campaigns here, then you have your ad set. Your ad set is basically your audiences and the way you want to set up your budgeting. So there's a lot of different features with Facebook. This isn't going to be a Facebook ads master course. It's just going to be a quick lead gen guide. So I won't go into all the technical jargon, but just for you to know, it's like you have the United States, that's your campaign. Then you have the states, that's your ad set. And then you have cities, and that's your ad, basically, is kind of how we look at it. So on the ad set level, I like to come in here and I like to do instant forms. I don't like to use Messenger at all, and I don't like to use the website unless it has my form on it, and I'll show you guys what I mean on that. But generally, I like to just use instant forms. They work really well if you know how to set them up right, and if you can actually deliver on those. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to set up instant forms. Dynamic creative. Basically, what this allows you to do is the creative, that's what happens in the ads. So in the creative, that's like your pictures, your videos, your copy, your headlines, all that is creative. What dynamic creative is it allows you to plug in a bunch of different images, graphics, headlines, copy, everything all into one. And then it's going to shuffle it up for you automatically. And it's going to show it to different customers, and it's going to find out the one that works best. The problem with dynamic creative is you don't actually have very much control on what it's actually showing. So a lot of times it won't be showing you all of the different variations that you chose. It'll only be showing like one or two that it thinks are the best, and it'll keep those really confined, and then it won't let the budget show on the other ones. The other problem with dynamic creative is that you can't scale at the ad level. So one like I'm sure you guys have all seen ads that have hundreds of comments, that have a bunch of things going on those ads. And generally what happens with those kind of ads is that they're scaling the ad. So they're taking it and they're pushing the same ad into multiple ad sets. Remember, the ads is like the pictures, videos, the actual ad that you see on Facebook. The ad sets is the audiences. So when you're running in dynamic, if you just duplicate and go into a different audience, if you make one tiny change, you lose all the comments, you lose all the shares, and it'll shift stuff up so you won't have that across your audiences. So lately, I used to love dynamic creative, and I would say if you guys are starting out, it can be a really good option because you don't know what creative is going to work at first. But now I like to run ads what I call the old-fashioned way, and that's by leaving this off, and then that's creating your variations at the ad level. Okay. So we're going to leave dynamic creative off for this so that we can have long-term scalability into other types of campaigns. All right. If anybody has any questions too, just stop me. So we're going to run this for this client, $15 a day. And we are going to the audience. Like, I don't do any targeting really at all. The targeting should be done through the creative. What the creative says on it is how you target. And then the way that you get the algorithm to target better is how you disqualify people in the forums. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna find the location and so just put the client's actual address, and when you have that, it's going to let me scoop their exact address real quick. So you want to just put their exact address, and depending on the area that you're in, you want to either go super wide net, and some businesses they'll tell you like, hey, yeah, I want my ads running 50 miles out. But it's like, dude, do you really? Because like, are people really gonna drive 30 minutes, and do you really want to coordinate that and work with them? So most businesses, I like to get the houses that are right across the street, because that's the people that already know you. So I like to run ads like if I'm in a really populated area here in Denver. So I like to run ads in like a 1 mile radius, and it'll still be like a good population of people, especially if I know there's like apartment complexes and stuff there, because then I can guarantee that I'm showing literally to the neighbors, like I'm showing the people that are already in the hood, like this is like right, like these are all apartments and stuff. So if I was to go way out here, even at 3, 4, even at 10 miles, which is standard, or a lot of marketers do 15 miles, we're going to get into the greater metro area, and then you've got all these other towns and stuff. So you're going to be, spending your audience, your budget, and it's just going to be getting lost. So you want to get these clients quick results. You want to run it at 1 mile radius. And like if you're doing like a restaurant or something, you can literally run ads at like 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for a lunch special every day. That's the schedule. Run them with a 1 mile radius of the business, and the restaurant will just start blowing up. So be strategic with the way you set up the targeting and the audience. Think about how far people are actually willing to drive, and sometimes less is more. So we've got 104,000 people to target here. It's going to be a really controlled group. 18 through 65 is cool. The age is the location and the age is the only thing I really ever play with. With age, it's like, is there going to be a 65-year-old man that wants to come in and do jujitsu? Just use common sense and ask yourself, like, does it make sense to market to an older demographic? And if it does, or if it doesn't, or a younger demographic, does an 18-year-old have enough to pay for XYZ dental services or whatever kind of local business that you are going for? You need to think about who is their target audience, who has the money to pay for their services, and who has the biggest need for it right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go over here and let's sorry guys that are over 40, but our cream of the crop is guys under 40. They get hurt a lot less and they come to class more. Okay, so all genders, we can do male and female. That's totally cool, but sometimes you want to break those up. That's a good thing to target as well. But I don't do any like interest targeting or anything like that. The more you start putting restrictions on these platforms, the more they start tightening up what they can even show, and then you're going to spend way more for your CPMs, cost per metric. So I don't mess with that. Same with placements. Like a lot of people will tell you, oh, dude, only do manual placements, only do Facebook feeds and Instagram feeds, and don't do anything else. I've tried that a lot, and the thing is like it does work, but it doesn't make that much bigger. It doesn't make that much of a difference in the grand scheme of things, because when you just do what Facebook recommends, they give you a little boost for it. Like you guys can see, like if I go manual placements, oh yeah, and also one thing to consider too, guys, is don't listen to anything that it says over here. The only thing that you want to listen to is the estimated audience size. Facebook will tell you estimated daily results and all this stuff. It doesn't really know. It'll tell you 0 estimated daily results. It doesn't know. It has no idea. Mark Zuckerberg is training jujitsu and MMA now. He's not paying attention to this. All right, guys. So now we're gonna make the actual ad creative, and I'm doing this all from scratch. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking for the page where you're in front here. I'm in front of my computer. I'm trying to find where is this page to create the ads. Is it on the agency box, or is it out of?
No, this is in Facebook. This is in Facebook. So this is what we do. So this is an
Facebook.
ads manager. Yeah, it's in business.facebook.com, an ads manager. And it's a lot better, guys. And I'm glad you asked that, Melanie. It's a lot better to run ads this way for a business owner than to boost a post. And this is one way that you can lead with business owners. You can ask them, hey, have you guys run any ads? You boosting any posts? Oh yeah, we boost a couple posts a week. Well, the problem with boosting a post is that you only are able to target a super wide net of people. They don't let you do much with the creative. You don't have as much control. And it's kind of a way that Facebook just found a way to make money off business owners. And they do give you a boost with engagement and stuff, but engagement doesn't pay my bills. Okay. Leads do. Leads, appointments, and sales. That's it. Okay. So that's all I want Facebook to focus on. So you can lead with the client and say, hey, if you've been boosting a post, I know a way to run ads on the back end where we have way more control, and we'll make sure that you're not wasting money throwing it down. So how much are you spending on your boosted post? Oh, maybe $200 a week or whatever they say. Okay. So about $25 a day. Yeah. Well, cool. Why don't we do this? I'm a newer marketer, but I got a lot of experience and I'd love to run ads for you. I'm hungry and I've got this strategy that I'd love to try. I'll run your ads completely free. All I ask is that you give me feedback. If it works out really well, you give me a case study or a testimonial. Let me use this in my future marketing for my business. And if it works really well, then maybe we could talk about a partnership together. Would you allow me to come on? We'll spend $20 a day, the same money you're already spending, but it'll just allow me to get more exercise with my new skill and to get better. Would you allow me that opportunity? Most people are going to say yes. Oh, yeah, maybe we could run some ads for you. Like, nah, you got to come with that heat. Like, yo, you guys should be running ads. Like, if you're not, you're missing out on sales. And this is true, guys. Like this company right here, I've brought $558,000 worth of lifetime value to this company right here in the last 6 months. And that's literally from this system. I plugged into their ads. They were already running some. I plugged into them. And if you guys want, we could do a separate thing on how to make actual creatives and stuff like that. But this client already got them in there. So I like to leverage what people already have on their Facebook account. A lot of times you'll find really good pictures and stuff to use just off people's Facebook and Instagram account. So I'm going to take kind of a peek here and do some assessing and see what's going to turn out to be a good ad. Oh, and yeah, you guys can see me in this video because I just walked down to the gym and I just made an ad video for myself. I was just like, hey, if you're looking to try something new, come into Denver, come in and join us in jiu-jitsu. And that video's got like 80,000 views. So let me check this out. Let me check these videos out. Oh, this would be sick. Oh yeah. See, they've never spent $1 on this video, guys. They made this video, they posted this video, and then they never ran this video. And this is a sick video. So I'm excited because now we're gonna rock it. And that's the thing too, is like if you see a business that spent a lot of money on a video or something like that, like a lot of times they're missing out because they don't know how to put that video anywhere. And so it doesn't go anywhere. Like it literally just lives and dies on their page. So take that video, put some money behind it for them and help them. Because a lot of people will pay a video marketing company a lot of money to actually make them video assets. And then they will never distribute them anywhere. They'll post them one time on their Facebook, one time on their Instagram. Maybe they'll put them on YouTube if they're savvy. That's it. You guys lose. I mean, like they lose so much money doing that. They've already got the asset and you can just rock with that. You don't have to be a creative genius. You just have to put the pieces together. This is going to be so sick. I'm so excited that I just found this video. Yeah, this is going to be sick, guys. I can't wait. Okay. So, like everything has to be contextual too. Like don't just try to copy and paste, like feel the vibe. Like there's something about human connection. Everybody wants to talk about AI this, AI that. Use AI to automate your entire life, grow your bank account and do nothing. Like use AI to find love. Like AI is like not that, okay? It's like a tool that you can use, but people are hungry for human connection and that's never ever going to change in my opinion. So I think it's loading the video in there. So while it does that, I'm gonna teach you guys how to write copy. So the exact framework to write copy is pretty simple, guys. So it's a call out, it's a hook, it's an offer, and then it's this is my favorite way to do it at least. 3 benefits bullets. So benefit 1, benefit 2. Whoops, let me caps locks the whole thing, be congruent here. Benefit 2. Benefit 3, power statement. And this is actually what I use and what I've used for a long time. And I think I came up with this. I don't think I learned this anywhere. This is what works really, really, really well for us. Oh yeah, not the testimonial comes before. Testimonial. Wow, I can't spell testy. I'm just going to say testes. Okay, so power statement. And then we go call to action. Real scarcity. All right, guys, now I'm going to break down what each of those mean. So the call out, this is going to be your local audience. All right. So imagine that you guys, well, I think most of us are in the United States. Imagine you see an ad that says, "Attention, are you in the United States?" You're gonna be like, "Yeah, dude, I'm in the United States, but so is everybody else in the United States. So I don't really care. I'm gonna keep scrolling." But then imagine if it's like, "Hey, are you in Denver?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, I am in Denver. This is a little bit more relevant to me. Let me see what's going on." But then if it's like, "Hey, are you in Clark County?" Yeah, I'm really close to there. What's going on? That's gonna really attract you. Okay, so attention. So you can say attention, you can say hey, you can say just the place. Let me think about the video in relevance to this, because that video that we put is going to be really important. So for some reason the video is like not giving me the option. Let me copy this and then let me refresh because I want to see the video. So you want to make sure that your copy and your video or your creative line up like congruently, like they feel right together. So if you're running like a really seasoned, nice produced video, and then your copy is really in your face, it's not going to fit the vibe. If the video is really, really strong, then you don't need to do as much work on the copy. You can be a little bit more laid back in that. You can be a little bit more straight to the point and a little bit more branding. Like if you see big companies, the way they run ads, they don't write a bunch of copy. I like to write copy because I'm big on inbound response. Okay, now it's loading. So inbound response marketing is the art of making somebody feel something through words, right? And making them take an action and come inbound to your offer, to your messaging, to your marketing. Dan Kennedy is a huge, huge guy on this, and an OG, and the guy that I learned a lot of this stuff from. So inbound response marketing is way different than just branding marketing. Branding marketing is, hey, we're a business, we're a brand. Here's what we do, me. Whereas inbound direct response marketing is like, hey, you, we have a solution for what you're dealing with. I know your pain. I'll help you. Click here. Scarcity, right? So there's a big difference with the way that those run. But so we focus on inbound direct response. We want people that have that pain, have that need, have that want, desire right now. And you could say, hey, Denver residents. Hey, Denver. You could say residents. You could say just hey Denver. You could say, there's a lot of ways that you can do it, and really guys, you got to try it and don't be afraid to fail. Like don't be afraid to make mistakes in this. Like that's how we learn. So I'm gonna play the video and see what makes sense. Denver. Oh yeah, it makes sense to go like Denver. No, we're gonna do lowercase Denver. Boom, because it's like leading. Like this video is like got such a high vibe that we don't want to tarnish the video with our copy. So we're going to be very chill in this. A lot of times I'm a lot louder working with car dealerships, but you want to make ads that cut through the noise, not ads that bring more noise. Remember that. Ads that cut through the noise, not ads that bring more noise. Okay. Denver. You know what? Most of the time, yeah. Denver. Are you and the first time just put out whatever's in there. Okay, so we're going to go Denver. We'll just start there. I'm just going to start filling out the things and we'll find out as we go. Denver, are you ready to get out of your comfort zone? That could be a good hook. Somebody else give me a good hook. What's another good hook? Try jujitsu. Get out of your comfort zone. Watching this video. What's a good hook that we could rock right there? Something that's going to make somebody feel something. Denver, ready to dominate your goals and dreams. I like that. Anybody else got any hooks that we should throw in there and check? Ready to change your life? I like that too. Ready to dominate your goals and dreams. Ready to change. Yeah, let's throw a couple options. Ready to dominate your goals and dreams. Time. Oh, playing off what you said, Stephanie. Time for change. We could do as a hook. Let's think of one more hook. I like to do threes. Denver, ready to dominate your goals and dreams. Time for or Denver, time for a change. We are offering, and then you go straight into the offer. You can also implement a little bit of like hook and pain point and then solutions. But in B2C, you can be pretty direct. B2B, you have to be more pain points, solutions, that kind of thing. So we're just going to keep it simple. Denver, ready to dominate your goals and dreams. We're offering. Ooh, I like that, Doss. That's good. We'll use that too. A little bit later. Okay. So Denver, ready to dominate your goals and dreams. Time for a change. Let's think of one more hook and then we'll go into the offer. Hooks like literally want to make people interested. You can do a statistic. A statistic is a really good hook. Like Denver. Did you know Denver, 80% of people have never trained martial arts in their life. 50% of America is, out of shape. Things like that are good for fitness. But the reason that I'm not so keen on doing that for this specifically is because this is so high vibe with the video that we don't want to tarnish anything like that. So Denver, ready to dominate your goals and dreams, time for change. We'll think of another hook as we go. We're offering 30 days free of jujitsu to 10 to 15 people in the next month. Just tell them what it is. Benefit bullets. I like to put the check marks. You see ads like this all the time. They work. That's why you see them all the time. Always put a space in between your emojis. It's just a little thing, but it drives me crazy. Benefit 1, great lifelong connections and community, positive outlet. Like you want to go so high level benefit. How is their life going to be impacted? Positive people, no, positive outlet or change, positive outlet for change and growth. And all of this, and when it first comes out, guys, it's going to look like really crappy. You're going to really refine this. That's the thing. The first one, you just want to get it out there in the template, and then you're going to go through and read it. And what I actually like to do is I like to share it to myself on my phone. And then I like to go sit somewhere else. And I like to do a little scrolling. And then I like to come across my own ad. And I like to see how it feels, like literally how it feels. Not what it says, not what makes sense. I want to look and see how I feel when I first see it. Okay, because that's what this is. This stuff that we do, guys, marketing is honestly an art. You're an artist when you get behind it. This is a paintbrush right now, and we're painting a picture. Because what happens on the other side of this is people's lives are impacted forever when they click on your client's ad, when they go through and buy their services, and their lives are positively impacted. This is why I'm a huge proponent on only working with awesome A+ businesses that you really, really like and resonate with. Spreading good jiu-jitsu. Led by world champion, that's my coach, he's a world champion, Michael Liera Jr. We have the highest level of technique and instruction you could imagine. For the guys that know and understand this, I'll put something relevant to them. Lineage, Andre Galvao, black belt. So anybody that knows anything about jiu-jitsu knows that if this guy's an Andre Galvao black belt, he's legit. Okay, so we put and so that's the power statement right there. Let's put the testimonial. And I'm gonna put my own testimonial because I go there. Jiu-jitsu saved my life. Really did, guys. Really did. Jiu-jitsu saved my life. So I said, jiu-jitsu saved my life and gave me purpose plus a positive outlet to work towards constantly, travel together, go to war together. Damn, that made me emotional, guys. Jiu-jitsu is heavy for me. Really means a lot to me. So that's all true. That's 100% true. So yeah, so people are gonna feel that, guys. Like I just felt something and put that into art. I just put that into this copy. Somebody's gonna feel that when you guys give this attention to your clients. When you just give it the attention, your focus, your time, your energy, your brain cells, your matter, looking at something, it's going to produce something beautiful as you get yourself better. Okay. Your skills at first, you're going to feel like an imposter. You're going to feel like you don't know what to do. You don't know what to say. But the best marketing that ever comes is what you tell your friend. Like, imagine this, guys. This is a little bit off a tangent, but I think it's important. Imagine like I'm drinking this. This is a yerba mate. It's from Clean. Okay. And I'm going to tell you guys about this. I love these because they don't make me tired after. There's no crash. And they give me a nice boost in the afternoon. And I've been drinking them a really long time. That's marketing. I literally, if you just wrote that in an ad or did that in a video, that's how people market. People do this every single day. They recommend products to each other. And that's why everybody says word of mouth is the strongest marketing. And that's like literally what you're doing here. You're taking word of mouth and putting it into written word. Okay. So that's something to consider as well. Unleash your inner warrior. Are you ready to change your life and have the eye of the tiger? Alex, I love that, but I will say that I try to avoid anything corny in marketing personally. I used to a little bit more, but now if you guys go to ChatGPT and ask it to make you marketing content, it's going to say like rev up your engine to drive to the nearest, like it's just like so corny. Like just be direct and try to make your copy and stuff like third grade reading level. So I'm going to show you guys how we do that too. So good stuff here. Let me check these things. Don't get your face pushed in by somebody who's hungrier than you. Probably won't put that in there. Defend yourself in a dangerous world. James, I love that. Actually, that's huge. Positive. Let's combine. What I like to do a lot too is figure out how I can combine one benefit bullet. Always do odd number of benefit bullets, either 3 or 5 or 7. I like to usually do 3. Never do 2. It just looks weird. Always do an odd number. Defend yourself in a dangerous and uncertain world. Okay, and that could be a hook actually. That's a good hook right there. The world these days is uncertain. To say uncertain. Yeah, we'll look at that when we go back through our second draft. Okay, so we got our call out, we got our hook, we got our offer, we got our benefits, we got our testimonial, and then we got our power statement. Let's say owned and ran by world champion Michael Liera Jr. We have the highest level of technique and instruction you could imagine. Boom. Andre Galvao, black belt student. I don't like how that looks, but at first, don't try to trip about the little stuff. Just go to the next thing, and then you'll come back. Call to action. Take action. Oh, I'm going to use what you said, Melissa. I like that a lot. Unleash your inner warrior and get out of your comfort zone with us. Click. Anymore, I like to say tap. Tap below. You could say click below. You could say tap below. Doesn't really matter. Tap below to start your free trial and get your 30 days free today. I think we're doing a free 30 days of free jiu-jitsu plus a free uniform to 10 to 15 people in next month. Unleash your inner warrior and get out of your comfort zone. And finally, I like to always say finally get out of your comfort zone, because people are going to read that and be like, yeah, I got to get out of there. Finally, I want to finally do it. Okay. And they will. We all will. And then we add real scarcity. This is one of the most important things. A lot of people will say, don't wait, click now, offer in soon. People know that's not real. Instead, you want to say something that's legit. We have limited mat space and uniforms available to give out. Don't wait. And then I'll use what Doss said. Ooh, we got a good ad, guys. So Doss said, don't wait. He said, you'll never believe how this will impact you if you don't act on this now. If you don't act, you'll never believe how this will impact you if you don't act on this now. We'll look at that. Okay, so now we have something that's choppy. It's not perfect, but it's there. Okay. And yeah, let's just do Hey Denver. Okay, so now we're going to choose a hook that we really resonate with. Hey Denver, ready to dominate your goals and dreams? If so, we're offering 30 days free. If so, we have exactly what you need. We're offering 30 days free of jiu-jitsu plus a free uniform to 10 to 15 people and plus a uniform. And one thing that's weird, guys, but it's like a copy thing. If you say we're offering 30 days free of jiu-jitsu plus free uniform, the two frees like mess up something in the brain. At least for me. I don't know if you guys hear it too. So I'd rather say like 30 days free of jiu-jitsu plus a uniform included. Just don't like to say the same thing in 2 lines. I don't know why. It's just something. But okay, so hey Denver, ready to dominate your goals and dreams? Ready? If so, hey Denver, time for a change. Oh, okay. So we're gonna take out ready to dominate your goals and dreams. I like it, but I think we're gonna go a different route with this. Time for a change. The world these days is uncertain. And community and uncertain, and now more than ever, it's so important to find community plus activities that keep us fulfilled. And then I'm going to go back to what Stephanie said. If you've been looking for a change, we are offering 30 days free of jujitsu plus a uniform. Make sure there's never extra spaces people notice or subconsciously. If you've been looking for a change, we are offering 30 days. If you've been looking for a change, we are offering 30 days free of jujitsu plus a uniform included, 10 to 15 people in the next month. When you and just fill in the gaps, like the testimonial or the template, it's not just like boom, boom, boom. Like fill out the gaps and make it make sense, right? So when you train at our Jiu-Jitsu Academy, you can expect to receive positive lifelong connections and community. Learn to defend yourself. Learn to defend yourself for uncertain times. Learn how, and sometimes you want to just chop everything down too. Like that's one thing. So like I'll chop something down and then maybe add it back, but you like it to be as simple as and as easy as possible. Positive lifelong community. Positive lifelong connection. Yeah, because we already said community up here. So one of the things about copy is putting it out there and then pulling it back and then saying it in as few words as you can. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. Positive lifelong connections with like-minded people. Ooh, that's good. Learn to defend yourself in uncertain times. Spreading good instead of positive, because we'll put positive right here, positive outlet and vessel for change and growth. Bam. Okay, and then you want to just see, okay, so now our benefit bullets I think are pretty good. Lifelong connection with like-minded people, learn to defend yourself in uncertain times, positive outlet and vessel for change and growth. And then I got my testimonial. Jiu-jitsu saved my life and gave me purpose, plus a positive purpose, comma, plus a positive outlet to work towards constantly. The guys at the academy are my best friends. We travel together. We go to war together. We laugh together. And we grow together. Nate T, purple belt. And you guys want to do this for sure. Like, you want to do like the person with their name and then their last initial, and then like if they're like a Denver homeowner or Denver school teacher or past client, like you want to kind of like label them. Nate T, Otto, or I'm gonna put logos purple belt. Logos purple belt. Owned and ran by world champion Michael Liera Jr. We have the highest level of technique and instruction you can imagine, and great vibes overall. Unleash your inner warrior today and finally get out of your comfort zone with us. Okay, and then boom, boom. The call to action, there's like, this is like one call to action. Sometimes you can throw another call to action in the bottom. Just got to kind of look it over, make it make sense. It's an art. Kind of building relationships like battle buddies in the military. Exactly, Stephanie. It's a lot like that. And we actually get a lot of military folks that come in there and they share that community and they appreciate the community too. Jiu-jitsu is a beautiful thing, guys. It really is. Okay, so yeah, exactly. So, all right, so now let's give this one more read through and then we'll see what we can do with it. And if you guys got to go, you're welcome to. I'm going to stay a couple extra minutes here today so that I can show you guys the lead form and everything. And we can actually push this out. But yeah, this is going to work really well. And guys, this, when you capture like an actual art like this, like when you like I call it art because it's creative. It's like when you capture creativity and put it into it's already in video form. These guys have done an excellent job capturing that. When you put it into words, now you've created a lifelong asset for a company or a business that can never be replicated. Nobody can just copy and paste this. for a different client. Nobody can hack my ad account. This just all came out of the heart. How are you going to copy and paste this and try it for another gym? People won't feel it. People can feel inauthentic, even through words, I believe. But I'm kind of woo-woo, so who knows? All right, guys. So check it out. And okay, so this is one good thing to do now. So we've got the ad. I'm gonna drop this in the chat for y'all. Boom, 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 boom. And practice writing copy in Facebook groups, practice writing copy in posts, in Instagram posts. Like, you won't get a lot of validation for your copywriting for a while, but eventually you will. Okay, so we got the copy. We're gonna come back to that. Now we're gonna write our headline. Unleash the warrior within. I like to choose 3 headlines. A lot of times the headline is good to put the direct offer on the headline or put a really high level benefit. So you could put like one of them's a benefit bullet, unleash the warrior within. Because the way people's eyes read is they usually catch the image, the headline, and then they go up to your copy. So start, train with us, join us, train with us, join our team. Simple but effective. Somebody sees that and they're like, wow, I want to be part of a team, right? And we'll see, guys. Maybe this ad flops. Maybe everybody hates it. That's the one thing too, is like we can like an ad a lot, but the results are all that matters. So we'll see. I think it's gonna do well though. I think it's gonna do real well. Unleash the warrior within. Join our, let's say, jiu-jitsu competition team. We'll just throw that in there. So if we get guys that owned and ran by multiple time world champion Michael Ear Jr., we have the highest level. Okay, and then one last one. Oh yeah, I told you guys we'll do the offer. 30 days of free. And sometimes you can play with like talking stuff. I like to keep it pretty general. You guys see, I don't do a ton of emojis. I don't do anything corny, nothing. It's just straight to the point. Things that I think are real. 30 days of free jiu-jitsu. Okay, boom, unleash warrior within. And then the description should be something like social proof. Denver's #1 academy, or you can best. And then call to action, you could do sign up, but I always like to learn more. I don't know how much of a difference it makes. Okay, so you set that up. Now we got our copy. Now we got our stuff. I'm going to show you guys how we refine this, how we mold this down in a second. Take probably about 10 more minutes here. If anybody's got to go, no worries, but I'm really glad for you guys staying on with me here today. And appreciate the extra time too, Jay. Thank you, brother. Okay, so we're going to go in here and so I'm going to show you guys the process of making one. I'm going to sync this up with the clients that they've already made, but I'll show you guys how you can actually make this. And this is really important. Okay, so lead form, disqual, filters. Okay. So what this is you can make your lead form in a lot of different ways. So you can do higher intent, which means that they're going to have an extra screen where they have to confirm the information. If your client's complaining about having a lot of leads that have the wrong information, do a higher intent form. You can do more volume. This is going to be where you just want to get as many leads as possible. That's cool too. Or you can do rich creative, which is actually a really new thing, but allows you to put pictures, headlines, overviews, benefits, look how it works. Okay, let's mess with that. Let's mess with that. I want to try that out. Okay, so we'll make a rich creative form. This is new. This is new to me. I never tried this. All right, how it works, social proof, incentives. Okay, so how it works. Check that on. How it works. We offer jujitsu training 7-0. Title. How it works. We offer jujitsu and it's just frequently asked questions, basically. Training 7 days a week, multiple class time or That's all it allows you to do. Totally cool. Later, James. Thank you so much, brother. We offer jiu-jitsu training 7 days a week. Boom. That's how it works. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot here actually. There's like a lot here that you can play with. Yeah, so just for sake of simplicity, guys, I'll just show you the basic form that I've done a bunch of times. But I would definitely recommend, if you guys are doing this, play with the rich creative thing. Test it out, because Facebook has this thing where when you use its newer features, it gives you incentive, it gives you a boost, it gives you bonus. So I would recommend doing that, but it seems like we're going to open up a whole another can of worms with that. So we'll just keep it simple. So you create the form. I like to do more volume if I want results fast, higher intent if I want the most quality leads. But I really haven't seen that much of a difference from the two. So I like to run more volume. You can add an intro or a greeting that just says like, we are Denver, like some social proof, Denver's #1 jiu-jitsu academy, world champion, instructor, other cool stuff too. So you just put some different things in there, right? But I don't even like to use an intro mostly, because it's just, there's really no reason to. If your ad did its thing, then people are going to click on the ad and they're going to fill that out. What I do like to always do is I like to do, bless you, lead filtering with conditional logic. So if you turn this on right here, it's pretty crazy, because this is how you disqualify people. So like, you can ask somebody, do you have any BJJ experience? If they say yes, we can go to next question. We'll add the question. If they say no, we can send them to a different place. Okay, so this is really good because you can split your traffic based on qualifications, and your ads will get better by the people that you qualify and disqualify. So as you disqualify more people, then the algorithm on Facebook is going to start to understand the types of people that you want as leads, and it's going to show the ads to more people like that. So the targeting is all done literally right here. This is literally the best way to target on Facebook, right here. Exactly. So you can do different kinds of questions. It doesn't, for jiu-jitsu, it works okay. It's not like the best, like there's not a lot we need to disqualify. Like you could do, are you serious and committed to showing up for your trial? And you could, you could do yes, you could do no, that kind of thing, right? And then you can disqualify people based on their answers, and then it'll send them at the end to different end pages. So you'll have an end page for leads, and then you'll have an end page for non-leads. And so if you have two offers that are separate, maybe one's a low ticket offer, one's a high ticket offer, or a business works with two different types of customers, you can literally just ask them like, are you a beginner? Or do you have experience? That kind of thing. And then you can filter them. And on the end page, you can just put a different landing page link on the end of the end page. So I could just put a different landing page link right here that goes to my low ticket product versus going to my high ticket product. Right. So that's how that works, guys. I hope that makes sense. And really leverage this, guys, because once we started doing this with lead forms, it helped us out a ton. So I would recommend doing the disqualification filters, doing multiple choice so people can ask questions. And then also I would highly recommend putting a short answer question. What makes you want to train? This isn't for this isn't for you. This isn't for the business owner. This is for them. Okay. They just saw an ad. Now this is the first test that they're going to pass. Okay. What makes you want to train? They're going to have to ask themselves that question, and they're going to have to plug that in. And so as they're doing that, that's literally going to help them understand why they want to train. And that's what's going to help them show up to your appointment. So if clients are complaining about lead quality, or if you want to make sure that you have the highest lead quality possible, this is the best way to do that. From what I found, the fastest way. You don't have to use a funnel. You don't have to use a website. You don't have to use anything. You don't have to target. You don't have to use data, nothing. You literally just qualify people through the lead form, and you make the lead forms obnoxiously long. Like I like to do like sometimes 3 to 5 questions, especially if it's a business that's really wants to get results and really wants to like sell fast. Like if it's like a dentist and they're like, they don't believe in marketing and stuff, you want to get them people like, for our car dealership clients, we get people that when are you looking to buy? What is your budget? what kind of card you already have, how, like, you know, are you ready to come in and make a deal if we can accurately get you what you're looking for? Put all that stuff in there. Super helpful. Then you just put the contact information, full name, email. You can put, you know, you can put different things, address, street address, stuff like that. When I was doing solar, guys, this was huge because I would just get their address right off Facebook, and then we'd be able to pull the utility port for them and everything like that. So leverage these different things. But I will say, the more stuff you add to it, the higher your lead cost is going to go. So you want to be mindful of that as well. And last thing, privacy policy. Post your website link, make sure it's got a privacy policy on there. And then, guys, if you're working with a very technical niche that's really, you're in a state that has high compliance rules for text messaging, you're going to want to come in here and say like, yeah, you're going to want to come in here and you're going to want to say like, I agree to allow SMS messages to be sent. I agree. And they can do a checkbox right on Facebook. And this will get you even higher quality leads, guys, too. So you can do a disclaimer about all sorts of things. So this is nice to show your clients that, you know, they even checked the box. So you can do a lot of things on here, guys. Okay. And so finally, on the end page, we can't wait to train with you. Last steps. There's limited class times, and you put the link for them to book, and you can make the text. Let's see. Book free intro class, and then you send it like that. So guys, I hope that is helpful on the lead form side. Last thing, go to settings and make sure it's open. This allows it, if somebody shares it, for other people to be able to put the form in. If it's restricted, then only people who see your ad directly can open it up. And that really restricts you from being able to get leads from like when people share it or people comment or people tag each other, stuff like that. So those are all things that you guys want to keep in mind for this. There's other fun stuff too that I'll show you guys, but that's pretty much it. You can share a link, and that link you can open in a new tab. All right, here we go. Oof, that looks good. Hey, Denver, time for a change. The world these days is uncertain now more than ever. I like that. Let's say, hey, Denver, time for something new. I'm going to take this out. It's really good, but it kind of dilutes the message. We're offering 30 days of high level jujitsu training. And the reason I'm doing it like this, guys, is because now when I share this, you're going to be able to see everything. A lot of people won't even click the link to see more. So you want to make sure that they can see as much of their offer and consume it as possible on the front end. So, hey, Denver, time for something new. And then see how I have this. If so, we're offering 30 days of free. You don't even need the if so. So I just mull this down, guys. This is all I do. Line by line, word by word, everything. Just mull it on down. Chop and I do it unemotionally too. I just chop things out. If you have something that you started with that you like, just save it somewhere and then start working off the dock here. 30 days of free high-level jiu-jitsu training plus a uniform included to 10 to 15 people in the next month. When you train at our Jiu-Jitsu Academy, you can expect to receive lifelong connections with like-minded people. And you can include this stuff like when you train, or you can just go straight into benefit pool. It's like you could take this out and just go here. And it's going to make sense still. People, you want to think more like lizard brain. So it doesn't always have to like logically like read, but you want it to like almost like flash. So we could take that out or leave it either way. Time for something new. We're offering 30 days free of high-level jiu-jitsu training plus a uniform included to 10 to 15 people in next month. When you train at our Jiu-Jitsu Academy, you can expect to receive lifelong connections, jiu-jitsu in my life, lots of time. Yeah, so it still needs a little mulling over, guys. What I like to do now is I'll click this little send notification to Facebook. That's going to send me a notification on my phone, and it's going to give me the ability to read it on my phone. I'm going to look at it one more time. I'm going to edit it a little bit more based on how I feel, like I told you guys. And then off that, I'll adjust anything that I need to, and then I'll press the green button and I'll publish it, and it'll start making waves. So guys, like that's a pretty deep dive into how to make a local business ad. You can do way less than that and you can still get results. But I'm telling you, the more you put in, the more you get out. And that's all in life. And we've seen that across the board. So just think about that when you guys are doing your advertising, when you're serving clients, like doing the extra work and really putting, make sure you show all their offers, all the benefits, you really capture that. So that's super helpful. Melanie, just go to adsmanager.facebook.com and you'll be able to access the ads manager. So yeah, thank you guys so much for jumping on with me today and jamming. Thanks for spending your extra time. I really appreciate it. Time is our most valuable asset. This time that we spend here is time that you could be with your family, with people that you want to hang out with. It's time that you could be working on your business. So I want you guys to take these tips and implement them and execute on them. Find a couple local businesses that you can try to run some ads for. Get them to commit to $20 a day, and tell them at the worst case, we do some marketing in your area. It flops. You spend $20 a day for 2 weeks, and then we shake hands as friends, and you don't like it. Best case, you get some free clients out of the deal, and your cost per acquisition is going to, or your lifetime value of your client is going to be way more than the $20 a day you spend, because that client's going to stay with you long term, and they're going to bring referrals and word of mouth as well to your business. So that's what I got today, guys. We're going to keep working on local lead generation strategies. Next week, we are going to be talking about win back offers. Okay, how to take a client's existing lead list, their old website leads that they never called, and turn them into cash that they'll pay you to then run their advertising later. I call it dead lead financed advertising. Okay, so I'll be excited to show you guys that system. It's a big deal. It's the same system that helped my buddy go from 0 to 2.15 million and sell his agency in the gym space in 2020. So yeah, I'll pull back the curtain for you guys next week on database reactivation. All right, have a great week. We'll talk to you guys later. See ya.